And many schools hold empowerment sessions for a variety of student groups, for girls as well as boys, for Latinos as well as Blacks. Every school has a different set of needs. At the Sojourner Truth Middle School, the focus is on young Black males.
See, all of us are males, but when we turn 18 or 21, that doesn't necessarily say that we're going to become men. See, I say that we have to earn the right to be called a man. Not just because you turn a certain age. I can take you outside now, we can go down in the main streets and show you some men or some boys who are trapped in men's bodies. They're not necessarily men. I'm 50 years old. They could be 50, they could be 60, and still be boys based on the mentality and based on their actions. So what we want to do this morning, we want to talk a little bit about what it is to be a man. Are you currently on the road to manhood?
The road to manhood is not an easy road for many students. With all of the distractions and temptations available to young men today, and all of the negative labels people are quick to place on young Black males, it requires a daily ritual of self-reflection and self-assessment to stay on track. Empowerment sessions are ideal settings for teaching these reflection skills.
When you hear the word reflect, you should think about a mirror. That's a reflection of you when you're looking at that mirror. And see, every day, gentlemen, every day, before I start my day off, I go to my mirror and I self-reflect. I look into my eyes and I'm looking at me and I'm thinking, how can I become better than where I left off? So I go to that mirror. Let me show you how I do this. When I get to my school in the morning, there's a mirror on my wall. And before I start my day, I go right to my mirror. I don't even take my coat off yet. I go right to my mirror and I look into my eyes and I say, Principal Kafele, who are you? Every day. Now, you would think I would know who I am by now, but I don't want to take any chances. I say, who are you? And I'm self-reflecting at that point. I answer the question out loud. Let me tell you what I say. I say, I'm Principal Kafele. I say, I'm the principal of Newark Tech High School. But then I say, I'm not ordinary at what I do. I say, I'm extraordinary at what I do. Now, someone might be thinking, man, that guy has an ego. He said he's extraordinary. But see, here's the point. There's no one in the room except me and the guy in the mirror looking back at me. So the guy in the mirror looking back at me is saying, you are extraordinary. Imagine that. Imagine that each and every one of you now, you go to your mirror and you ask yourselves the question every day, who are you, with you looking back at you?
My name's Anton Douglas.
Very good. Who are you?
I'm a young man who likes to play basketball, likes to help my community, and is interested in work.
My name is Lincoln Dunn. I'm a successful young male at Sojourner Truth Middle School. My goal is to come to school, learn as much as I can, and to give back to my community.
My name is Jamari Grant.
Yes, sir. Tell us who you are.
I'm a student here at Sojourner Truth Middle School. I like to learn a lot, and I come in every day to school prepared to learn. You know, I try and help my fellow classmates, like if they need anything, they like ask me for it, like a pen, paper, anything.
Now, that's the first step. Now, that second question says, what are you about? What are you about? And as I'm looking at myself, I say I'm about the business of ensuring that every student in the building is striving to achieve excellence.
My purpose is to grow up and get out of the streets and not be stuck here for the rest of my life.
My purpose is come to school, learn as much as I can, to go out into the world, see how much I could do for my country and so on.
What are you about? What's your purpose?
I'm about like getting better, like turning into a fine young man and like doing all my stuff I gotta do to get on to high school, have a better life.
Then the third question, what's your most recent evidence? That's the tough question, because that's the one where I have to recall something that I did to help move those students in that school from point A to point B just the day prior, you see. So what's something you did just lately that proves everything you just said about yourself?
do well on my report card, get my good grades, keep my grades up.
Mr. Stallings, he can tell you, we go out and feed the people in need, and we do community service.
My evidence is like I go out, I try and learn from like other people, whatever I want. Like if I'm interested in something, I try and learn from somebody who's already did it or like has gotten good at it, like librarians, people out there that could teach you stuff.
Very good, very good. Give him a big round of applause.
Who are you? What is your purpose? What is your most recent evidence? It is questions like these that help young male students define themselves in positive terms, monitor their own behavior, and drive their lives towards a vision of achievement.
See, as young men, you have to have a vision for your life. Sometimes young men, you'll go up to somebody, how you doing today? Oh, I'm just trying to make it. It's a day-to-day struggle. See, that's that toxic communication. When someone sees me, how you doing, Principal Kafele? I'm on fire. That's how I'm doing. I'm blazing. Nothing's going to stop. That's how I respond to people. I'm on fire. I'm soaring. So see, you've got to have that vision for yourself. You've got to see your life 10, 20, 30 years from now. Not that I don't even know if I'm going to live to be 21 mentality. Did we hear so many people on the streets articulate? Nah. I am going to be the mayor. I am going to be a computer scientist. I am going to be a PhD before I turn 40. See, whatever it is you want to do, you've got to see it in your mind's eye. And if you dare to lock that vision into your mind's eye, I can guarantee you that you are on your way to success. Now, I have an example.
To help students hold on to that vision, it's important to forge connections between today's students and the young men who have already gone out into the world and achieved great things. Empowerment programs often feature successful alumni returning to their school.
It's a magnificent feeling to see students who come back and offer support. Every year when we do our graduations, we always invite students back, students who are in college now, to come and talk, because they sit in the same chairs as the students are sitting in now, and they really have something to offer.
You know, it was just a couple years back that I was in the same seats as you, sitting there looking at the person in front of me. I'm in college right now. I'm at St. Peter's College. I am a sophomore. I'm majoring in political science and sociology.
And this is a pivotal time in your lives right now. A lot of times we think, 7th, 8th grade, we're not, we don't quite see where we're going, or it's an unimportant age. This is where who I am now started here. The initial beginning started very early, but who I am right now today started when I was in middle school.
This is a significant point in your lives, and I just want you to, take advantage of the opportunities that that's presented to you, today and tomorrow, because it's, like I said, it's this moment right here that you'll never forget.
I thought of it as a good example of people coming back to the community and helping them out, but basically the schools.
I think it was good and inspirational to a lot of young men. They could see how people just in our positions that many years ago had the same things, and now we have more opportunities, so we should take advantage of them so we could be successful, just like Mr. Kafele said.
I felt it was very uplifting to see people who said they used to be just like us, how they turned out in life and how they went to college and got themselves better.
They get it and they understand it, so it's always a nice. We have a steady stream of students who continue to come back on a regular basis, just about every single day, and that tells me that connection, that relationship, is so very important. Take a look at the building. We have the signs posted all over the walls. They come back and they really did read those signs, because they can tell you verbatim what they say. So the connection and the relationship building is very important.
In empowerment sessions across the country, students recite a pledge of some kind, a promise to uphold the core values of their school and the core values of responsible adulthood. Every school creates its own list of promises or oaths, but they have much in common.
I pledge to always maintain a positive attitude.
To make sound decisions.
To believe in myself.
To be serious about my education.
To be focused on achieving excellence. To be diligent.
To be disciplined and resilient after setbacks. Independent reading every day.
To be the best student I can be.